My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
So, despite the dryness of these next-gen consoles right now, when at least it comes to actually playing games on them,
our brothers now looking towards the future, my brothers. I'm now looking towards the future. 2014! The reassurance year. 2014, my brothers and sisters, is going to be the year that reminds gamers all around the world, my brothers and sisters, and have them saying, this is why I purchased that PS4. This is why I purchased that Xbox One. This, my brother, is why I purchased that we here. Okay, so I'm now looking towards the future. You know, I'm not tripping really like I said in my last video, because I know 2014, it has a lot of great titles coming next year. You know, PS4 has great games coming next year. Xbox One has great games coming next year. That Wii U has great games coming next year. 2014, the reassurance year of purchasing these next-gen consoles, that is what I am now looking towards, you know. So what our brother has decided to do, my brothers and sisters, is create my top 5 games that I'm most excited for next year. So let's begin, shall we? So coming in at our brother's number 5, I had to go with The Division. Ever since we've seen that gameplay back during E3, this game has been on my radar ever since. I just loved how the gameplay looked like back during E3. I love the tone and the feel of it. It's set in an apocalyptic environment and stuff like that. It seems like the game is going to be very tactical based and teamwork based, and I love games like that. And with The Division, you know, it's going to have a next gen engine specifically for these next gen consoles. It's going to be on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. A lot of people are excited for The Division, and I am one of those brothers. So I had to put The Division on my list, because ever since E3, when we've seen the gameplay, I just loved the gameplay. I love the tone and the feel of the gameplay. So The Division, a lot of people are excited for this game to come out, and I am as well. So that's why I had to put this game at our brother's number 5. Number 4 was a game that has already been delayed. Should have been out by now. I should have been playing this game right now so it could save me from my level of boredom right now. But Ubisoft, the bastards known as Ubisoft, decided to delay the game right before the PS4 and Xbox One came out. And that game is Watch Dogs. I am still excited for Watch Dogs, and I truly believe that with this delay, they're actually going to use this delay to make the game better. Hopefully. If they just delay the game just for the heck of it, then my goodness. But I truly believe because the game was delayed, it's going to be more polished, you know, less glitches and stuff like that. And I feel like it'll just be a better game. Again, I was excited for Watch Dogs, you know, at one point more than Grand Theft Auto 5, you know. And Watch Dogs, because it's going to be open world to where the gameplay, you know, you're hacking into all these things, from trains to ATMs to phones to cameras to all of this stuff. It's something that we've never seen in the game before. So I feel like, if anything, the gameplay in Watch Dogs is going to be incredibly fun. So that's why I'm still excited for Watch Dogs. Hopefully the story is also good, you know, and hopefully they use this delay to actually improve the game even more. So number 4 is still that Watch Dogs. Coming in at number 3, listen, I've been on the record saying I will buy an Xbox One for this game alone. If it's anything reminiscent to its past counterparts, if you will. And that game is none other than Halo 5. I'm sorry. Halo 5, whatever the next Halo is going to be called on Xbox One, I have to put it at number 3. I am a huge fan of Halo, and even though Halo has fell off since Halo 3 with Halo Reach and Halo 4, Halo just holds a special place. I mean, it's my favorite FPS of all time. Halo will always hold a special place in my heart because I know how good the game used to be. And I just have hope that somehow, some way, at least the multiplayer part can return back to greatness known as Halo 2 and Halo 3. And if that happens, if the story is good, and if the multiplayer goes back to Halo 2, Halo 3 standards, and they put that junk in 1080p 60 frames per second, oh yeah. I'd rather purchasing that Xbox One. I'm sorry. So number 3 is Halo 5, or whatever the next Halo is going to be called, strictly based off the fact that I'm a huge fan of Halo, and I still have hope that Halo can return back to what it used to be. Coming at my number 2 is probably the most anticipated exclusive coming to the PS4 next year, at least right now. And that's none other than that infamous Second Son. You know, I've always enjoyed playing the Infamous games. The gameplay has always been fun. My gripe with the Infamous franchise has always been the story. I always felt that the story could have been better. I always felt that the story, that the characters could have been better. So if they can improve, you know, the story and the characters in Infamous Second Son, we always know that the gameplay is going to be fun, because it's always been fun in Infamous, you know. But if they can improve the story, most importantly, and, you know, the characters, I truly believe that Infamous Second Son is going to be one of the first games that come to the PS4 that people are like, oh, if I buy a PS4, I could play Infamous Second Son. So I'm really hyped for Infamous. Hopefully it turns out great. And that's why Infamous Second Son is second on my list. And coming out of brothers number 1 is none other than Destiny. Yes, I am tired of shooters, but not this one. Not this one, Destiny. I truly believe Destiny could change up the FPS game for this generation of gaming, the same way that Call of Duty changed up the FPS game last gen. And it helps that Destiny is being developed by one of the developers that, you know, they have some, you know, expertise of when it comes to making great FPS. I mean, Bungie, they only made some small game that no one has heard of on the Xbox known as Halo. So, you know, I truly believe, because, you know, it's being made by Bungie and they know how to make great FPS, but more importantly, competitive FPSs. I truly believe Destiny could potentially end up being one of those FPSs that change up the FPS game, and the game for the FPS games needs to be changed. You know, Call of Duty, you know, it did its thing when Call of Duty 4 came out, and it changed up the game for the FPSs, but now there needs to be a new FPS that steps in and changes the game again. And I feel like Destiny could be one of those titles. So Destiny, I am truly excited for Destiny. It's going to be on PlayStation and Xbox. So this is going to be the first time where PlayStation gamers can experience a game from Bungie. And Bungie, if there's one thing I always loved about Bungie, they listen to what their fans have to say about their game, and they'll change the game, you know, based on the feedback that they get. So Destiny, dude, you know, what more can I say? I am excited for Destiny, and that's why it's at a brother's number 1. Okay, so that's my top 5 games I'm most excited for next year. When these games come out, trust and believe, you're really going to start to enjoy playing games on the PS4 and Xbox One. Yes, there are, again, there's great games coming out for the Wii U, like Super Smash Bros. So that's definitely, you could definitely put that in your top 5 list and stuff like that. So point is, gaming is about to get better next year, and it's a good thing, because right now there's not a lot of great games to play. So next year, dude, again, next year is going to be the reassurance year of purchasing these next-gen consoles, and me personally, I cannot wait.